Greetings, everyone. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Nazri Ibrahim. I am about to present a paper that co-write by Dr. Zarida Abdullah and Mr. Hairunisa Muhammad Yusof from Fakulti Komunikasi dan Pengajian Media, Universiti Teknologi Mara, Malaysia. Our paper's title is The Contributing Factors Towards a Successful COVID-19 Vaccination Program in Malaysia. We will begin by presenting a snapshot of Malaysia's COVID-19 vaccination strategy and also Malaysia's timeline on COVID-19 vaccination campaign that begin from 22nd, 2020, with the Malaysian government obtained 6.4 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine and followed by the Health Ministry ordered 12.2 million Pfizer vaccines on 11 January 2021, and followed by the first vaccine trial with 3,000 volunteers for 13 months. And the COVID-19 vaccination campaign start on 24th February 2021. And from the phase 1 of the campaign, it will involve the vaccination to healthcare workers and frontliners. And for phase 2 of the campaign, to high-risk groups, including elderly, people, and commodities. On the 2nd May 2021, first booking of AstraZeneca to those above 18 and who registered for the National COVID-19 Immunization Program that consists of 268,000 doses. For the second booking for AstraZeneca vaccine for senior citizens, which include of the 1.2 doses on 23rd May 2021. And the second booking for AstraZeneca, like we mentioned, for those above 18, and is about 12.8 million doses from Pfizer on 27 May 2021. And this phase continue until the phase 4, where it's also included and incorporated workers in critical industries such as food manufacturing, construction, retail, and plantation. Our objective of study is to investigate whether the two main factors, namely attitude and subjective norms, significantly contribute to the success of the vaccination campaign program launched by the Malaysian government during the chaotic scenario of the COVID-19 pandemic that hit the entire world in 2021. Our hypothesis is related to the public attitudes and subjective norm that significantly contribute to COVID-19 vaccination behavior among the publics in Malaysia. The methodology of this research is for us to get Malaysian citizens who were eligible to get vaccines and age 20 years and above. They were selected as our respondents for the survey, and this study employed a cross-sectional survey to collect information on people's attitudes and subjective norms towards their vaccination behavior. Beside the descriptive analysis, multiple regression analysis was also applied to identify the most significant factors that contributed to vaccination behavior among the public who were eligible to be vaccinated. The instrumentation. Attitude is measured by semantic differential skills. There are 6 statements to measure the subjective norms by 5 points on the Likert scale, from 1 that is strongly disagree to 5 equals to strongly agree. Another 6 statements were constructed to measure vaccination behavior by a 5-point Likert scale, from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. Higher attitude cumulative scores indicate good and positive attitudes towards a vaccine, and subjective norms indicate respondents are highly motivated to be vaccinated, while higher vaccination behavior scores show people respond highly towards immunization. For the demographic profile, a total of 472 respondents from various regions in Malaysia were participating in the study. The study focused on analyzing three variables, and the results showed that all three variables had significantly high reliability scores ranging from 0.772 to 0.939. These findings suggest that the variables under investigation were dependable and consistent, which adds credibility to the study's conclusions. About 50% of the respondents were female, while the remaining 40% were males. As for the age rate, participants fell between the age of 20 and 29. As Malay people make up the majority of Malaysian, they constitute the highest percentage of participants in this study, which almost 91%, followed by ethnic of Chinese, Indian, and others. Majority of them holds a bachelor degree qualifications, which is about 47.7%, and the rest have a certificate or diploma qualification. The majority of them can be categorized as a highly educated group. For income, the majority of them have about income of Ringgit Malaysia 2,000 and below. It is interesting to note because respondents from this study come from all regions in Malaysia. Most of them are from the central region of Peninsular Malaysia, which is from Selangor and Federal Territory. So let's look at the findings of this study. So based on this table 2, we can see the correlation between attitude, subjective norms, and vaccination behavior. Table show the existence of a significant and moderate correlation between attitude and vaccination behavior, and between subjective norms and vaccination behavior. The mean score of attitude, which is 4.572, indicates the respondents have good and positive attitudes toward vaccine, while the higher mean score of subjective norms, which is 4.158, shows that respondents obtain support and encouragement from family members or people surrounding them to get them vaccinated. The higher mean score of vaccination behavior, 4.543, demonstrates the willingness and readiness of the respondent to get the vaccines. So we move now to table 3 on the findings, which shows on the regressions model 1 and 2 to predict vaccination behavior. The researcher also ran the multicollinearity test, and we found there was no multicollinearity issue between the independent variables, which is, you can refer to table 3. So in table 3, model 1 shows attitude contributed significantly to vaccination behavior, with that show about 20.5% of vaccination behavior can be explained by public's attitudes. While for model 2 of the analysis, it was found that attitude and motive significantly contributed to vaccination behavior. The result also indicate that when combined, public attitudes and motives contribute about 28.2% to public vaccination behavior. The analysis shows that when the subjective norms were included in the analysis, it contributed 7.7% towards vaccination behavior among the public. Thus, attitudes and subjective norms are considered significant predictors of vaccination behavior. The research findings indicate that the two key factors, namely attitude and subjective norms, played a significant role in influencing the behavioral changes of the public towards getting vaccinated. While these two factors may only account for 28% of the campaign's overall success, they play a critical role in determining the outcomes. If we neglecting this factor, it could result in obstacle the campaign progress towards its intended objectives. It is imperative to acknowledge these factors and prioritize them appropriately as to ensure the campaign success. By factoring in this consideration and integrating them into the campaign strategy, it can ensure smooth execution and attainment of our goals. So as a conclusion, based on this study, attitude and subjective norms are indisputably two significant components that have impact on human behavior. Therefore, when launching a health campaign program like vaccination campaign in Malaysia for our case study, it is imperative to consider that the audience attitude and subjective norms, as it is crucial for the ensuring of the campaign success. Thank you for your attention. We provide the corresponding information, email and phone for reference. Terima kasih.